Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we're taking a look at the day number 1 in our Clan War Leagues of March 2020, seeing how we did, how many triples did we get. Let's go ahead and take a look. Alright guys, so just a reminder, if you're not already and you want to support me, make sure you go to your settings, go down to more settings, and in the creator boost code, make sure you type in Lexnos. That's my code. If you want to help me out, support the channel. It really does mean a lot, and it definitely helps me out more than you think. Definitely do that. Type in Lexnos before you make any gym purchases, before you buy your gold pass, before you do anything like that. It definitely means a lot, and let me know down in the comments below if you are using my creator code, because it really does mean a lot, guys, and I appreciate it. So let's go ahead and take a look at day number 1 here. As you can already see in the bottom, we did unfortunately lose a war here. Day number 3, we did take the loss to RTK. They're a really good clan, so shout out to them. Good job to them. They might be in the running for qualifying for Poland this month, who knows, but we kind of got knocked out. So this is qualifying for the April round of the Poland trip. So we're probably not going to qualify through the Clan War Leagues. Maybe we can win the 5v5 tourney next weekend, who knows. But let's go ahead and take a look and see how we did in day number 1 here against Real's Persian. This clan here, we did get the victory 36-30. We got 6 triples. Not a great performance, honestly. This was one of our weaker performances, but we're still going to go ahead and take a look at all the triples. So 6 attacks in this video today. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. First off, it's going to be Elliot coming in with the Yeti Smash. Now he's going to be starting it off with a Warden Walk down here on the southwest side. The whole point of that is he wants to get this Inferno Tower right here. He wants to get that Inferno Tower down nice and early, and if you can't already tell, you know, you got to be careful. You got to make sure you get the Town Hall and all these attacks. You don't want to be that guy who gets a 1-star in the Clan War Leagues. So he's going to be getting this Inferno Tower with the Warden and then entering in on the Town Hall. That's the goal here. And then just kind of Yeti smashing through the rest of the base and hoping for the best. So he used some balloons and a wizard to make the funnel over here, just to kind of help get a lot of the trash out of the way so Warden doesn't have to worry about it. And then Warden's going to step up for this Inferno Tower. He's going to give him a little bit of time here to do that. And then eventually he's going to drop the Ice Golem and the BK over here on the bottom right side to make the other side of the funnel. That way he can send the main group, the Yeti Smash, right in through here. He wants to wall break into that Wizard Tower, into the Town Hall compartment, and then Quad Quake open the entire core here. He can get so much value with the Quad Quake. So he did use a Rage Spell there just to make sure Warden stays alive. Maybe he didn't need it, but he wanted to be extra careful and make sure the Warden doesn't die. So this wall break's a little tricky because of that mortar there. The wall breakers wanted to target the mortar or the AD. They didn't want to target the Wizard Tower. So he's going to have to rage him up here so the first wall breaker can get that mortar and the other wall breakers can go for the Wizard Tower, and just perfect. It ends up working out quite nicely. He needs the healer switch here. Finally, they switch on to the Yetis, and that Queen is almost dead, so he's going to have to pop her ability just before the Warden ability goes off. So a little unfortunate there. The Queen ability had to get used super early. He's not going to have it later in the attack, but that's okay. He saved a Siege Barracks for the outside stuff over here on the 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock side, so the P.E.K.K.A is going to come over here with the Wizards behind. Eventually, some Max Hogs are going to come out of this, and he uses the Royal Champ here to support them. So those Royal Champ and the Max Hogs are going to work their way around the base like this to keep the main push, the Yeti Smash, going through the core just like that. As you can see, it makes beautiful pathing. And as long as those Yetis can get all the way into that last Inferno compartment and take it out, the Royal Champ, the Hogs, the P.E.K.K.A can just work around the edge of the base like that and get everything down as long as they stay alive. So a beautiful attack here by Elliot. We'll go ahead and times 2 through the rest of this here. It's going to work out quite nicely. Those Yetis and healers just stayed alive in the core all the way to the end of the attack. They're not even going to die. That Royal Champ still has her ability. She's pushing through. Still has a few Hogs left backing her up. The P.E.K.K.A and the Wizards on cleanup, they do such a nice job, so you know you're not going to time fill when you have that P.E.K.K.A and those Wizards from the Siege Barracks that stay alive the whole time. It works out really nice usually. So a nice Warden Walk into a Yeti Smash attack there by Elliot to start us off. Next one here is going to be by iTzu, guys, and iTzu is just killing it in the Clan War Leagues this week. He has not failed a single attack so far. He still has 2 more attacks to do in day number 7, but as far as day number 6 goes, the first 6 days he is perfect, 6 for 6 on both accounts. So he's doing a really nice job here. We're going to go ahead and watch both his attacks today. The first one here is going to be a Queen Charge hybrid with an early blimp here. He has been doing that quite a bit this week. It's probably one of his favorite attacks, the Queen Charge hybrid. So that early Yeti bomb here to get the Inferno Tower and all these defenses down here. They also pull The enemy CC just barely there. They do get the Ice Golem and the Hound to come out, so Queen will be able to take that out, the enemy CC, really early, which helps a lot. It helps a ton when you're able to take out the enemy CC on the outside of the base instead of when you're in the middle and you have like 4 or 5 defenses hitting your Queen and then you have to pop the ability. So he is going to rage here and drop a poison, but he doesn't have to use the ability. Queen's going to kill the CC, and then he's going to try to make the funnel on this other side so he can wall break. There is a Tesla there, which means he's going to have to use an extra miner and some other stuff just to make sure this wall break goes successfully. Now he is going to have to drop a hog and a freeze so he can get this wall break down, and then drop his second freeze because it is a multi-target Inferno, and he wants to get 2 layers deep with this wall break. So nice wall break there by iTzu. It did cost him both his freeze spells because that Tesla popped up and kind of threw him off guard, but it's still going to end up working out. And then from here, Queen will be able to reach the enemy Eagle Artillery. Oh god, that arrow is awful. Excuse me. But she's going to kill the Queen, then she'll step up for the Eagle Artillery, and then he's coming in with a hybrid from the left side here. BK to make the funnel on this top side, just like that. And you can already see the pathing it's going to create. The miners and the hogs all pushing through here. Town Hall gets activated. Queen's still alive on an Expo there. Now she's just going to beat a wall, and she's going to distract that scatter shot, which is actually really nice, really convenient. So the miners and the hogs are not going to get hit by this scatter shot over here. Meanwhile, everything else moving through this side of the base. King's still alive. He's going to help take out this bomb tower and a bunch of other trash. Baby Dragon up here just to get some extra value. It's doing a lot of work. All the miners and the hogs pushing through. He's out of heal spells, which is unfortunate, but he still has the Royal Champ at full health with her ability. So even if the hogs and the miners go down here, which all the hogs are almost dead, there's only a couple hogs up, they're going to get hit by a giant bomb and a wizard tower, and they all go down. Still a few miners alive, but really that Royal Champ is what's going to do it. She gets so much value on the back end of these bases as long as you still have her ability and she's in green health. Pops her ability, she gets the rest of the defenses there, and that's going to be a triple. So a beautiful, beautiful plan and a nice execution here by iTzu on base number 5 here with the Queen Charge hybrid. You guys are going to see a lot more attacks from him this week as well. So we'll go ahead and bounce out and take a look at the next attack in this war, the next triple that we got. This one is going to be by Hex, the god himself with the nice looking hair. He's also going to be doing a Queen Charge hybrid with an early blimp, guys. It's a nice attack. It's working really well. Especially against people who aren't building bases for the current meta, I would say. A lot of people at the high end, you know, the pros and stuff, they're starting to finally build against ground attacks just because the Queen Charge hybrid is so strong. And so now, in a lot of our 5v5 wars, we're starting to use air attacks again. You know, a little bit of Sui Lalo every now and then, but definitely a lot of dragon attacks are working well for us lately. If you guys haven't seen some of my latest videos with the live 5v5 wars, we've been using a lot of dragons, so go check those out if you want to see how to do some air attacks in the current meta. But right now, against a lot of these bases where they're still kind of old meta bases, the Queen Charge hybrid is working on most of them, so that's what we're doing right now. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the way Hex is doing it here. The early blimp to set the pathing, get the Inferno Tower down, and pull the CC. It achieves a lot of different objectives. And then his Queen's going to walk this way. He wants her to get the Town Hall. You can notice here the Town Hall is only 3 tiles deep, so she can reach it without having to use a wall break or a jump spell. The Queen will be able to reach it. So that's the plan, is for the Queen to walk down here, get the Town Hall, and then keep moving around. He wants to use his King to make the funnel on this left side, just like that. And then the hybrid is going to be coming in right between, just like that, going through the core of the base, and then everything's going to finish together over here on this side, and the Queen is still going to be alive, wrapping around the edge of the base over here. So that's the goal of this plan. So let's go ahead and take a look here. He's already starting with the King, and he raged up his Queen, so he knows she'll get the Town Hall as long as those healers are raged, and the CC's already dead, so there's nothing that should be able to kill his Queen as long as that rage is still activated, so he's safe to go ahead and start the hogs and the miners on the left side, and he can spend a little bit of time looking over there and not worrying about his Queen. And then he's going to be dropping the first heal here over the Inferno Tower and the Scatter Shot and the Expo, because the Eagle Artillery is also doing a lot of damage to them. He's going to freeze the Skelly Trap, the Queen, and the Inferno Tower here, so a lot of good value from that freeze spell. Then he's going to pop the Warden ability going into this Tornado Trap. His Queen's going to fight the enemy King now, and he's out of Rage Spell, so he's going to have to pop her ability most likely soon. Actually, she's going to get through the King because that King was only level 65, not level 70, so he doesn't even need the ability yet. He uses his last heal over here on the back end to keep all these miners alive. Most of the hogs already died, but that's pretty common in the hybrid attack. The hogs usually die before the miners do, just because the miners go underground and then everything retargets to the hogs. Champ still has her ability. She's on a sliver of health. Here she goes. She's about to pop her ability. There it is. She'll get the rest of these defenses down with the help of the queen, and as long as he has something that can path over to that clan castle, like miners or the Champ and the warden, which he does, it's not going to be a time fail. So beautiful attack here by Hex, again with the queen charge hybrid, showing you guys how to do it on these bases. You don't always have to blimp the town hall like I used to do, you know, on a lot of my attacks. You can blimp an inferno compartment and just set pathing and then queen charge the town hall, and a lot of times that's actually safer, because a lot of people nowadays are actually starting to put a lot of their traps by the town hall, and it can really mess up your blimp. So just keep that in mind. We'll go ahead and look at the next attack here, again by iTzu. Again, another queen charge hybrid, guys. It's working out really well for iTzu at the moment, and I believe on this one he is going to be using a siege barracks, so he's not going to be using a blimp on this one, so a completely different variation, but still pretty much the same idea. On this one, he's going to be starting the queen over at 4 o'clock, and his goal was to wall break in and get the town hall right away with the queen, but she's going to end up walking down south, so the wall breakers were kind of pointless, kind of swagged by accident here, but she's still going to end up going back inside this channel all the way around, get the town hall, and keep moving this way. So she's still going to get all the value he wanted her to get. He just really didn't need the wall breakers, which is cool. And then he's going to end up using his king and siege barracks to funnel this side over here, I believe, and then hybrid right in through here. But now the CC comes out, tornado trap activated, but it's not going to hit his queen. Luckily, poison spell is going to kill that CC nice and easily, so we'll kind of fast forward a bit through the CC kill. He's already starting with the BK and the baby dragon and the wizard to help make this funnel as quickly as possible. Now he's coming in with the miners and the hogs, just like that. The hybrid's going in. King's stuck on a wall, so he drops the siege barracks over on the bottom side. Eventually, King reroutes back over to the outside trash. Queen's going inside the channel. Eventually, she's going to get the town hall. He's going to use his extra rage in the core here, along with the warden ability soon, I believe. There goes the warden ability. Perfect timing to evade the damage from those eagle shots and the scatter shot at the same time. And then another rage on the queen to keep her alive as she fights the town hall. She gets that bomb tower, the AD, and she's going to keep moving up. Champ still alive. He's going to use her ability here before she gets locked onto the king, just to make sure he gets really good use out of it. So there it goes right there. Champ ability still has a few hogs alive. Most of them are going to die over here by this inferno tower because of the enemy BK. The Champ's also going to go down, but the miners are going to stay alive. They're going to be able to clean up the rest of his base along with the queen and her ability. He still hasn't used the queen ability. King and P.E.K.K.A. from the siege barracks went around the entire base. They're still alive. King still has HP in the green. I mean, insane value from the king and the P.E.K.K.A. and the wizards behind here from the siege barracks. Beautiful attack here by iTzu. Still has like 10 miners or so alive, and swags the queen ability basically. Nice job, nice plan, nice execution there by iTzu. We'll go ahead and jump into the next attack. We still got 2 more to show. This one is going to be by me on base number 12 here. I'm going to be coming in with the blimp queen charge hogs. So not quite a hybrid this time. This one's going to be all hogs. And I'll explain a little bit why I prefer hogs over the hybrid on a lot of bases. Really, it's up to personal preference. I think hybrid also would have worked on this attack instead of hogs, but it's up to you which one you like more. Most of the time, I prefer hogs, like all hogs. So here we're starting with the Yeti bomb here, right into this inferno tower compartment, and to kill the enemy queen, get the inferno tower, and set the pathing and pull the CC. So look at how I set the pathing. What I mean by the blimp sets the pathing, it gets rid of all these buildings here on the way and kills that. So now the funnel is made, and you don't have to invest a lot of troops in the funnel. I use 1 wizard here just because I can. I didn't even have to. I could have just dropped the queen over here or even right here, and she would have still walked this way. So you don't even have to use that wizard. I just use it to save a little bit of time. But the funnel is made here, so I know queen's going to walk this way no matter what. And then I'm going to use the BK to make the funnel on this side. That's one reason why I prefer to use all hogs instead of hybrid, because normally when you use hybrid, you need to use your BK on the other side like this to funnel for the hybrid. But instead, I prefer to use my BK to funnel the queen charge, and then I don't have to worry about anything funneling on the other side. Since I'm just sending hogs, they only target defenses with the Champ and the warden in behind, and then a few cleanup wizards around, and I don't have to worry about a BK walking around the side of the base like that. It's not really needed on an all hogs attack. So here goes queen pushing through. We'll fast forward a little bit through this queen walk because it does take at least 3 years for her to get all the way over toward this town hall. Now I contemplated bringing wall breakers to break queen into this town hall compartment and go get the scatter shot and the expo, but I'm glad I didn't. It worked out better this way. She can reach the town hall from outside the base, which is just a base building error by this guy. And I figured, okay, I'll just let her get the town hall and keep walking around this channel here. She'll go get the wizard tower, the cannon, the AD, the archer tower, and then my hogs can get everything else that's inside the base. They can push through and get all this stuff just like that. And that's really all the hogs need to get. So as soon as I rage the queen up, I know she's going to be able to get the town hall. I feel confident she'll be able to get that without dying. I start the hogs over here. I'm going to use a super early warden ability because there is that scatter shot, the bomb tower, the royal champ, and the king, and the eagle shots all at once. So I use the warden ability super early. Then I'm going to freeze the eagle. I tried to get the scatter shot with the freeze as well, but I kind of missed it. I healed up here. I had an extra rage to use over here because I didn't need it for the queen. And then I'm going to use my last heal here over the scatter and the inferno. Lots of hogs hitting spring traps. I got a little bit worried when I saw those spring traps hitting my hogs. I was a little nervous, so I used the royal champ ability early just to try to get rid of some of these defenses, keep as many hogs alive as possible moving into this last inferno tower compartment. And I wanted to get that cannon down so the queen could stay alive. And she does barely stay alive with her ability there. Now she's going to start healing back up, and then from here it's just clean up. Still had a few hogs survive. Royal champ really is the MVP there. Queen charge was nice. A little bit of a base building flaw with the town hall being reachable like that, but overall nice attack there. We'll go ahead and bounce out and head into the last one for this video. This one is going to be by Shazo. I believe this was the first attack in war. He did get the early triple, which was nice. Coming in with, again, another Yeti Smash. Starting with the queen, though, on this one instead of the warden. So he's going to be dropping his queen right at 6 o'clock. Some loons on the left side to make the funnel here. He wants his queen to walk around this way, just like that. And then he's going to be using the warden in behind her, because when you do that, it's going to save a lot of time here. The queen and the warden both attacking buildings at the same time. They get through the buildings so much quicker like that. Coco Loon in to test for any seeking air mines. And from here, queen's going to keep walking around to the right side of the base where he wants to enter into this inferno tower compartment. Queen gets really low on HP, but she gets that archer tower down, and there's no more point defense on her at this point. He's going to be dropping a jump spell here, drops a siege barracks at 3 to continue making the funnel, get some extra value out of that P.E.K.K.A. and wizard, and eventually his CC troops will come out. He just does drop the second jump going into the core. All the Yetis going into this jump with the bowlers in behind. Going to pop the king ability here, and unfortunately has to pop the queen ability there because the healers did not stay on her. They switched to the warden. Unfortunate, but that's okay. Queen does stay alive. Now that he uses the warden ability, she's still alive as well. Expo gets locked onto, I believe, some archers or something, so they're not on the queen, which is nice. Eventually, he gets plenty of stuff to path over to this town hall to make sure he's not going to get the 1-star. The hogs come out of the CC and move around the base this way, so he's going to use the royal champ in behind to support them. The hogs from the siege barracks and the royal champ often do really well together. If you can use them in unison, you definitely want to on attacks like this with the Yeti Smash with the outside siege barracks. So his main group pushing through the edge of the base here. They kind of split off here at the very end with these last 2 inferno tower compartments. A lot of his troops go up to the upper inferno tower compartment, and once it's down, everything goes back down toward the south one. Still has the royal champ ability here to use to get these last handful of defenses. He's going to pop it right here, get the cannon, the archer tower, the air defense, and the other archer tower, which is really nice because that was all the point defense on the royal champ. Then the healers swap over to the royal champ, which is just OP. At that point, you know it's going to be good, but then they swap back to the Yetis. But still, the royal champ's going to be able to finish off all the point defenses here. It's just a mortar and some skelly traps left, and then trash cleanup from there. So I'll go ahead and fast forward to the trash cleanup. Overall, guys, that's all the triples from our day 1 of the Clan War Leagues. We did do pretty decently this week, with the exception of that one loss we had against RTK, which you guys will see in a day or 2 from now. I'm going to go ahead and show recaps of all these wars, so you guys can see all of the triples we had. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. 36-30. We'll go ahead and take a look here. You guys can see how we did on each day. Day number 3, we did take the loss. Day number 4, we did get like 7 triples or something, but we had a disconnect right at the beginning of one of the attacks, so we did end up getting a 0-star. That's why we only got 35 stars on that day. Otherwise, it would have been a 37 or a 38. So we are scoring pretty high on most of these wars, with the exception of day number 3. We only got 36 against RTK, who got 39. They did really awesome. They're still doing really awesome. Might even show some of their attacks later on. Let me know what you guys want to see down in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.